You're watching Dante's
Boxing Nation.
Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Now, I have said on numerous videos when it comes to this topic about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, if Tyson Fury is going to offer Deontay Wilder step-aside money, it's going to have to really be worth it for Deontay Wilder. Meaning $10 million is not going to cut it. It's going to have to be a whole lot of money for the simple fact that Tyson Fury is a very defiant person. Meaning there is no guarantee that if Tyson Fury goes off and he fights Anthony Joshua twice, he's going to come back and then fight Deontay Wilder. First of all, what if Tyson Fury loses to Anthony Joshua and he no longer has the motivation to continue on with his boxing career? It's very possible. We see this happen all the time in boxing. Then the other possibility is Tyson Fury, he beats Anthony Joshua. And then he has two options. He can either retire undefeated, beating the two best heavyweights in his division, or he could risk losing a third time against Deontay Wilder. And this is the reason why it makes sense for Deontay Wilder, if he's going to take step-aside money, it needs to be a whole lot of money. And it's so crazy because Derek Chisora, who's fighting Joseph Parker this weekend, he just came out and he said something that was really revealing. And the way he said it, it sounded as if he heard this from someone that was very close to the situation. So Derek, he says, in order for Tyson Fury to fight Anthony Joshua next, he's going to have to pay Deontay Wilder $80 million in step-aside money. Let me go ahead and quote exactly what he said. Quote, "You guys have to understand, Deontay Wilder, he signed a 3-fight deal with Tyson Fury. Pandemic came and shut everything down. AJ, he had his fight with Pulev, and the whole hype thing happened with his fight with Fury. The Joshua Fury fight is not going to happen because Fury, he has to fight Wilder before everything else. So Wilder says, I'll stand aside for $80 million. The Joshua Fury fight only happens when Tyson Fury fights Deontay Wilder." End quote. Now, guys, the reason why I said it sounds to me like he got this information from someone. Because if he didn't, I don't think he would have just came up with an actual dollar amount. He said $80 million. So clearly he doesn't want to disclose where he got the information from because the details of the mediation is supposed to be kept confidential, completely confidential. So it's like the more information we start to put together, the more it sounds like, I've been telling you guys all along, Deontay Wilder has been the person that has been holding up this Anthony Joshua fight because he refuses to allow Tyson Fury to escape that third fight that he actually owes Wilder. You know, guys, just this Wednesday, Bob Arum, he traveled to California to meet with the mediator for the whole situation with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. And immediately after he left that meeting, he said, I would bet money the Tyson Fury-Anthony Joshua fight won't happen. And then he started to talk about Tyson Fury versus Wilder happening next. He also said in that same interview that the arbitrations are still going on and it's just a waste of time and a waste of money. Before that, we heard Tyson Fury, he said, I'm spending millions of dollars in this arbitration situation. And now we hear Derek Chisora say he's going to have to pay Deontay Wilder $80 million to get him to step aside. So now the rhetorical question is, why would Tyson Fury rather spend millions and millions of dollars paying Deontay Wilder without even fighting him? How does that make any sense, guys? You're supposed to be in boxing to make money. You're not supposed to be in boxing to pay off fighters that you decide you don't want to fight. I mean, even if some fans wanted to say, hey, well, Deontay Wilder, he waited for the contract to expire, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. First of all, if that were the case, we would not be 6-7 months into an arbitration. And Bob Arum certainly wouldn't be changing his tune by saying, I don't think the Tyson Fury-Anthony Joshua fight is going to happen now. He's betting more money that Tyson Fury is going to end up fighting Wilder. In fact, I truly believe when Bob says this is a waste of money and a waste of time, Bob is even probably thinking to himself and telling some of his closest friends, why won't Tyson Fury just get this man Wilder out of the way? Why would he rather spend millions of dollars trying to get out of this rematch clause? Because I can tell you guys right now, me personally, I've never seen a situation like this, where a person signed a rematch clause and he was doing everything possible to get out of it. Now, I remember Hasim Rahman, he tried to at least get a title defense, before he ended up fighting Lennox Lewis, right away. He was trying to make a little money just in case things went wrong, obviously, which they did go wrong for him in that rematch with Lewis. But that was solved quick because Lewis wasn't going for it. Lewis wanted his rematch right away. He wanted Hasim to honor the rematch clause, and he got what he wanted. But I've never seen a fighter fight this hard to avoid the rematch clause. The fans that are out there defending Tyson Fury not taking the Wilder fight, I think Tyson Fury's lack of confidence is concerning these fans deep down to where they're even starting to wonder. I mean, these fans are not going to admit it, but they're even starting to question, why wouldn't he just take the fight? I mean, come on, Tyson. This guy is a bum. He's nothing. Isn't he supposed to be easy to you, Tyson? You beat him so easy. Why wouldn't you want to take it? This is what they're saying to themselves. Because those type of questions make sense right now. I mean, I'll ask you fans right now, if you were in Tyson's shoes right now, would you rather pay Deontay Wilder millions of dollars to not fight him? Or would you rather get paid to fight him and then move on and fight Anthony Joshua? However you answer that question, or whatever Tyson Fury decides to do, he will be putting Deontay Wilder in a win-win situation financially. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
An important message from Youth Fountain Laboratory, makers of VasoFlux and VasoFlux for Men. If you're over the age of 35 and over the years you've eaten pizza, dairy foods, deli meats, or meats with fat, you are likely to have some degree of plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. This increases your risk of suffering a stroke or heart attack exponentially, and no one wants such a catastrophic event to occur. Introducing Blackout. Blackout is made of all natural ingredients proven to help dissolve clots in the blood, remove calcium deposits and plaque from the walls of veins and arteries, improve viscosity of the blood, improve elasticity of the veins and arteries, treat varicose veins, and prevent the reoccurrence of plaque buildup. For more information, visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856. And remember, to help unclog veins and arteries, get the Blackout.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo de Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodekey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram.